We got 2 people on the Unbox channel, so that can only mean one thing. We got something pretty cool to show y'all.
You've never seen these wheels before. You've never seen them.
You've never probably ever seen, maybe, but probably not, because I haven't seen them yet.
We are the first ones in the United States to have these wheels, which means you are the first people in the United States to see these wheels through our eyes. What do we got?
I haven't even seen them yet. These are the new Enkei NVR5s.
Should we do the thing?
Take a look at them. Yeah, do the thing. Do the thing.
Okay, ready? 3, 1.
That was pretty good.
Oh, we did a pretty good job.
That was pretty dang good. Dang, okay. So we got a little split spoke action going on here. So this is all new from Enkei right now, coming in 17 and 18-inch diameters. So hitting pretty much all of your modern-ish day tuner cars.
It's very important for me to tell you that because I'm on the Unbox channel, I'm required to let you know that you can get these wheels at MartiniWorks.com because it's part of my paid partnership with MartiniWorks. I own the business. This is sick. So this kind of reminds me of, if you guys know the Enkei lineup, they have like the GTC lineup, they have the GTX. It kind of has some of those design elements in the spoke a little bit.
Right, yeah, it's got like kind of like their RR lineup.
Yeah.
Almost. Like, it's like that really like kind of
racing revolution.
Yeah,
right?
It's a great name. Enkei has just great acronyms.
You can always count on the Japanese to have sometimes really bad names of things. It's just how it goes. So but you've got everything on the inside for specs
even got
and
an
sizes.
inspection sticker. Why Suzuki inspected these, in case you wanted to know. So shout out to him. We're looking at 18 by 9.5 plus 45 on both of these, I think. And even for plus 45, there's a decent amount of concavity going on.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
No, I like the pullback of the spokes. I think it looks really nice. One of the things that always kind of messes me up a little bit when it comes to wheel design is when a wheel manufacturer does different type of milling or tapering on the hub versus the spoke versus the lip versus the edge. And what you get when you mix those things up is the wheel can just look a little confused. It just looks like it doesn't know why it's here. I like that the two kind of, I don't know if you'd call them ball milling because it's probably it's probably just built into the mold. It actually really matches the side milling, or I don't even want to call it milling, but this like ball taper that you have on the side spoke there.
Yeah, the profile of the spoke itself for a flow form wheel, which this is pretty thin.
Which is pretty cool.
This is pretty good.
And you've got the same amount of kind of that like curvature on the lip right here too, which I really like. So there's just a lot of things going on with this design, but it all flows very nicely. It doesn't look like it's too confused.
This 5x100 bolt pattern.
Okay.
A couple things going on. So obviously JWL, VIA, got the
real
Enkei.
JWL and VIA because people can just stamp that stuff on wheels. This one's real.
No one really checks, but these ones are real. I can guarantee it. NVR5 and then Matte Dura 2. So these are made using the same process as the RPF one.
Okay.
So the same flow forming process, the same standards, the same testing that Enkei does on all of their wheels. So they honestly do feel pretty decently lightweight, but if you want to grab me the old scale there, we can get you a real live reading.
Hold on to Suzuki's wheel for me.
But we got to make sure that we're weighing the entire thing because we got center caps with these. A Japanese wheel company coming with center caps, that's unheard of.
Insane. They've heard me complain long enough.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I think these look.
These are brand new from Enkei, just so everybody knows. I know we talked about it, but one of the cool things is since we're some of the first people to unbox them, we'll be some of the first people where you can get them. If you do like them, that looks quite nice. We'll weigh them, and then I want to share some things that I like about them, and maybe one thing that I don't.
Damn, that was snap.
That was a good snap. The center cap on this finish doesn't quite align perfectly with the color. I would almost run this finish without the center cap.
I think it works okay.
You think it works?
I think it works better on these.
I think it does.
This like graphite almost has like a green hue to it, where this is like a really cool
and it's brushed.
finish, and it's brushed.
This is brushed. This looks more like a graphite finish. So it still looks good. I'm picky about my colors.
So what does that weigh?
Okay.
Scale over there. Make sure you turn her on.
I know how to do
Hit
this.
the tear.
I look at this every morning.
What? 18 by 9.5 NVR5 coming in.
20.6. Not too bad.
Not too shabby.
What's the load rating on this bad boy? That is the real
fantastic question. 720 kilogram load rating on here. What is that in American units? Can you do the conversion real quick?
No.
I can't.
All right, hold on. Let me just.
We have technology though.
Let me just grab my phone. 1,600 pounds, just about 1,600 pounds.
1,600 pounds,
which is pretty good.
That's solid. Was it 20.6 pounds? Wow.
Yeah, so this thing weighs 20.6 pounds, and if you guys are wondering, why does weight matter? There's two big reasons. Number one, obviously, these wheels are rotary forged. Enkei's done it for
ever.
Ever. And it's pretty much the standard when it comes to making wheels. And if you want to get a cheaper wheel, usually they're gravity cast and they're heavier. But load rating is really where you can play with the weight of a wheel. And that comes down to the thickness of the barrel, which can be anywhere from like 0.28 millimeters or 0.27 to like 0.45. So the higher the load rating, the stronger it is, the heavier it is. The lower the load rating, the lighter it is, the more fragile it can be. But what Enkei does really, really well is their different size wheels and different bolt patterns can sometimes have different load ratings because it's specific to certain chassis, which is why a 5x100 wheel can have a different load rating than a 5x130. Remember, 5x130 is Porsche, you need a 730 kg to actually meet the VIA and JWO requirements, which is if you ever see a 5x130 wheel that is a 720 kg and it has the JWO stamp, they're liars. They're pulling a fast one on you. Sorry, I nerd out about this stuff.
That's all good.
I really like this wheel, and it's not as expensive as the RR. The RR is very expensive for a one-piece wheel.
Speaking of price, so these do come in a bit higher, I will say. So Enkei has a few different lines of wheels from their touring to their like racing to their racing revolution, all that sort of stuff. They're coming in anywhere between $1,900 and $2,300 depending on the size right now. So that is on the upper echelon of the Enkei stuff, I will say. Not to the point of like the RR stuff.
Tariffs.
But it is more than the RPF one. But again, you're getting a new design and you're getting something
made in Japan.
Made in Japan. When you put that in a category in like comparison to other stuff on the market, I think it falls in a decent spot, but it is interesting to see the increased price point on these versus something like the RPF one, which still comes in really budget friendly.
You would be spending probably about $200 less if you got these versus something like a Work Shigoku or a ZR10. Those are still gonna be a couple $100 more, but this is going to be cheaper than, I would argue, a lot of other options.
And I would say probably easier to get your hands on.
Yeah, way more accessible.
Once they start to come into stock and everything.
Absolutely.
But some of the work stuff and things like that, so the inventory gets weird and it's kind of hard to get your hands on. Enkei is, I would say, more reliable on having stuff in stock ready to go. But like I said, 17s and 18s right now. They did announce 19s when we were over at TAS this year. So they are going to be coming in some 19-inch sizes. I would imagine probably like some Supra spec, because why a lot of people go with the 19s or maybe even like Type R spec. But overall, I think these are absolutely killer.
Two reasons I like it, and one reason that you might not consider it though. I think the first thing I like, new wheel design, always good. Some people just want something different, and if you want something different, you want something fresh, I don't think you're gonna be able to beat this wheel. Number two, I really like that they're finding ways to cut more weight and still keep the design looking good. They have back pad shaving on the back. They actually have back spoke milling on the back to shave additional weight on the back side of each spoke, which is really, really nice. They have the milling on the side of the spoke. They have the milling in the center hub here. And I think all those little details, I think they make a wheel look good. I think they can make a wheel look really sporty. I could imagine this on a VB or VA. I could imagine this on a GR86 or a Type R. I can even imagine this, dare I say it, ladies and gentlemen, on the new Prelude. Which is totally up to you if you like that car or not. And so those are two reasons I like it. I think the one thing I might have a little bit of gripe for, and maybe one of the reasons you might second guess it or maybe want to see if my opinion's right or wrong, is I'm not always a massive fan of a really chunky center bit from the lug hole to the start of the spoke. Sometimes in the smaller wheel sizes, this can get really busy, and sometimes it can get really big. And so if you don't have a really colorful brake caliper, like from an STI or something like that, sometimes this can get a little lost in the sauce, which, you know, if you don't have a big brake kit or something like that, maybe that matters to you. If you're getting the bigger size, I think it's gonna look better. I think this design might be a little busy in the smaller sizes, but overall, super gorgeous wheel. I love what they're doing with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have these available now over at MartiniWorks. We actually have a couple sets, at least when we first filmed this, we have these two sets in stock right now, 18 by 9.5 plus 45.
Nobody else has
5 by 100.
They're mine.
So if that sounds like something you need to scoop up for yourself, let us know. We have it on the website. Or if there's something that you're seeing or not seeing, let us know. We can help you out there as well. So super excited to see these. Hopefully we'll see them on your cars very soon.
I'm so glad I could be here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, you're welcome. If you guys have any questions on the wheels, please let us know in the comments below. We'd be happy to help you out. And then if you have questions on getting your wheel and tire package mounted and balanced and shipped to your door, you can actually reach out to us. If you have any questions, Zach or Carissa would be happy to help you out. So excited to see these on the cars.
Heck yeah. Hey, bye.